Good morning, you. Good morning. Morning, little. Morning, Dragon Jim. .38 Fahrenheit, it says. Well, I definitely know we're not 4 degrees because it'd be snowing, but it ain't. Right now, we have rain coming down. It's been raining half the night. Yeah, I think we're like 38 right now. Honestly, I'm checking. Ha ha ha. Vaughn don't work. His only works playing with the horse vaginas. It's Tuesday morning. Tomorrow is payday. Even though I might be broke the day after, but it's at least nice to make sure all your bills are paid and everything's took care of. No. I wouldn't say I'm a street fighter, but I would say that, I wasn't going to get bullied. So if somebody called me out, we usually went to the park and settled the problem. I'm just getting yesterday's notifications from yesterday. See who had to say something to me and who sent me friends requests. Half of them I don't even know anymore, which is okay in my book. I'll figure out who you guys are. Nah, I don't want to be a street fighter. I want to be a street lover. 5 viewers. Giving people time to wake up. See what's going on today. What's life about today on a Tuesday? The last day of January 2023 is already gone. Goodbye, January. You okay? Am I keeping you awake by being live? Okay. Is your pussycats in there messing with you? Yeah, that's what I thought, 'cause I just watched them walk through. Morning, Freddie McDonald's. Morning. Yeah, it's Tuesday morning. Figured I'd get on here and say good morning to everybody. See what everyone's doing on a Tuesday. Last day of January. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Sorry, people. I had to clean that nose out a little bit. Just doing a little running this morning. Thank you. I feel a little rough this morning. I think it's going to bed late and waking up early. It's okay. I mean, might order them when I'm out somewhere like the restaurant or something, but I wouldn't be buying them to bring home because nobody else would eat them but me. Until the kids try them, and once they try them, I ain't gonna have none. So, yeah, I loved it, Dragon Jim. The one with the music in it, the singing one. Yeah, I like that. And that come out real good. Good going, Mr. Alien. I want to invite Mr. Alien for dinner. Ask him if he can get enough time off that spaceship to come and visit. We can have a nice big fat dinner together. Promise I won't shoot at him. Yep, just seen it this morning. I usually try to watch a video or something in the morning before I go live on you guys. You know, it matters what time I wake up. It really does. I mean, if I wake up and I say, F it, let's just go live, then I do it. If I say, let's go watch something and wake your eyes open and make sure you can see good, then you can go ahead and watch a movie and then come on live. I think he'd end up in some shelter somewhere. I mean, where do the people go that don't have money and don't have a place to live? A shelter. Morning, kitty. You know, and nothing against Von Hilton, but I feel sorry for anybody that has to go there. But, you know, a lot of them people put themselves that way because they don't want to live under someone else's roof and go by their rules. I know. I was like that when I was a teenager. I didn't want to go by my parents' rules. So I moved out at 16. Or should I say I was a runaway? I didn't move out. I ran away. But 90% of them, they do it on their own. Good morning, Toby. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I think Gray Aliens told all his friends not to buy anything from him, so Vaughn wouldn't be able to sell anything. Good, good. Enjoy it. Morning, man. Minus 10 degrees on your route yesterday. Wow, Toby. Toby, we were in the mid 40s all day. 40, maybe early 50s. Rain. This is day 6, rain. Talked to Arkansas last night because one of my granddaughters' birthday was yesterday. So we called Arkansas yesterday, to wish her happy birthday and everything. And they said they're preparing for a winter storm hitting them. So if it's hitting them, that means it's going to hit us too. Another day or two. But my weatherman says rain, rain, rain. I posted a video on Facebook yesterday of what the road looked like, or what the road was looking like during our last flood here. The one that our road got completely washed out. There is a video of it. I recorded it. I'm not like Von Hilton and say something and not prove it. I proved that my road got washed out. Watch the video. And as much rain as it's coming down right now, we might have another one of them this week. Well, there's a lot of creeks around us. Crane Creek, you mean? Yeah, Crane Creek is a very old creek. It's been there a very long time. But you know, if you really look up the history of Oneida, Kentucky, they have a lot of floods. Every 5, 10 years, they get a new flood come through here that wipes everything almost. Any lower houses, the carry out, the car wash, all that gets destroyed. They have to come in and replace everything. The last flood we had, the whole carry out probably had at least 3 foot of water in it, all the way up to the countertop to where the register sat. They had to get new registers, new everything. Shit, he was too scared to even probably come out of the house. Yeah, exactly, Toby. But you know, and then it just matters though, Toby, because you know, I got a friend, I still call him a friend, who thinks about, when he gets his money every month, because he's on some assistance. I ain't gonna say what assistance, but he's on assistance. And as soon as he gets his check, he runs to the dope man. He don't run to the homeowner. He runs to the rent, or the dope man, and gets his dope before he pays any of his bills, before he buys any food. And he's got a little daughter in his house. He's got a child there. And he'll rather go to the dope man's house before he goes anywhere else. And that's not right. Go pay your bills first. Then you know what you got left for your drugs, and then you can go get a drug if you need it or want it. As long as your daughter or your kids have food in their mouth and a roof over their head, I don't give a shit what you do with your money. Make sure your kids are took care of. That's the main thing. Yeah, I heard rents went up quite a bit, and Vaughn's trying to raise my rent, but guess what? He can't raise my rent without a notification. Yeah, I bet you did, Toby. If I had the Brady Bunch in my house, yeah, I'd definitely be smoking more. One thing I can say, these two, my last two boys, very quiet, shy, stick to their room, play on their games. Only time we see them is it's dinner time. Or they're needing a pop. They'll come out and grab their sodas and back to their rooms. The little wifey went and laid back down. Said she was still a little tired. I told her go lay back down till it's time to take your shot. Larry, what's some of the crazy adventures you've had? I don't know. I can't say I really went on any crazy adventures. I mean, life itself's crazy, Toby. Life itself is crazy. Everyday life is crazy in my book. I mean, I have took a lot of fun trips. I've been on fishing trips, all kinds of fishing trips, all kinds of hunting trips. Me and my father went to New Orleans for a week. Um, that's I don't really do much traveling, unless I'm living somewhere or going to see somebody or ain't been too many. New Orleans was awesome, yes. Yeah, we spent a week there. And I got pictures to prove I was there. I got a picture of me standing right next to the New Orleans sign. I got a picture of us on the ferry boat. Still, even after how many years has that been? 15, 20 years? I still got the card that I got from the casino. You know, your casino card. So anytime I go into one of the Harris casinos, yep, exactly. And I can go into any one of them and use that card. It tells them exactly who I am and if there's any money on my card. Which I know there ain't. If there is, it's $1 or two. I wouldn't leave much on it if I had it. Ha ha ha, Jay. You can do a better job than he did. It's still dark out, so, but I can hear it raining. Yeah, see, I never joined none of the services. I was more of a out to make money, and kind of, maybe I should kick myself in the ass for not joining none of the services. He got some. Morning rolling. Yeah, he will be. I know what it is, Toby. Sorry. And no, it's not weed. It's a little more potent. Like I said yesterday, I think my favorite drug was acid back then, back in them days. That's when you seen pink elephants flying. The floors are melting. I ain't did that in 40 years. No, I don't know if there's that stuff called that, or they're starting to name everything nowadays. Back then, it was a high. It didn't say no names. It's a drug. It gets you high. I mean, when I was doing acid, it was Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, four-way window paint, Purple Mike. No, Toby, it ain't. Yeah, I could probably say that. I could say that, AC, because I've been smoking a very, very long time. I am coming up on my 57th or 58th birthday, and I've been smoking weed since I was 12. I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 12. I did quit cigarettes for 2 weeks while I was sitting in a county jail. I have quit weed for 30 days. Took 2 drug tests and went right back to smoking it and never stopped since. I will die with one in my mouth. Yes, me and Stinky are almost the same age. He's like a couple months ahead of me. I think he might even be a year ahead of me, to be honest. Yeah, he's jealous of everything, people. He's probably now jealous that I have more viewers than him. He's been here 15 years and I ain't been here 3 months. And my viewers are better than his. Somebody told me a couple months ago I need to get my super chat set where you guys can send me money and this and that. I don't worry about money. I don't really care about money. Love is more important than money in my book when it comes to my family. I mean, you need a job done? Yeah, I'll come and do your job and charge you. Yeah. You guys giving me money for nothing but getting on here and telling the truth? Keep your money. Go buy a homeless mother, father, or child a dinner. It wouldn't be hard for me to do that, Kitty. I think I got a few of them that would help me. Well, that's just how you take care of yourself. I mean, I need 1,000 subs. Okay. Well, I'm not doing too bad. I'm up in the 100. Can't I just be like Vaughn and add a zero to it? Ha ha. No, I don't think so neither, Jay. Never, rubber. I'd rather have it with you. Yeah, sitting probably on the trash can. Probably sitting right there in the trash can in Alice's bedroom. He probably didn't even put it in the kitchen trash. He probably got it in the bedroom trash. Knowing Vaughn, he's probably sleeping with her every night, even though she is dead. Yeah, you look at his beard. Yeah, people look at it. I mean, that is nasty looking. He calls them, what do you call them? Handlebars for you women. Well, Vaughn Hilton, if you're sleeping with girls that use them as handlebars, they must be little girls because my woman grabs mine with one hand and puts the other hand in the air like she's riding a Bronco Billy. Yeah, exactly. He's been doing laundry? I don't believe that. I'd have to see the video. Yeah, like I said, I want to see the video because I don't believe a word he says. Who thinks she's Vaughn? Whose shirts are changing? Vaughn Hilton's? If Von Hilton's shirt's changing, it's because he's wearing his mommy's shirts. He's going to run out of them soon because she really didn't have too many shirts that he could wear that's not a girly shirt. Pretty soon I'll be seeing him running around in her moo if y'all know what moo are. Their welfare is okay. I mean, we don't make a lot of money. We don't, get a lot. But yeah, he did pretty good. I know he had to be getting 200-300 for the girls. And him and 3 children, they're bringing over 400 in stamps. Plus, he also got Jerry's money, which was like 7.25, 7.5 somewhere. For getting $1,000 a month plus 400 in stamps and have no bills to pay but 220. Yeah, I think he did. He made out real good. That's how come he was able to take some of Jerry's money and buy all them cars with it. Yep. Yeah, instead of hotel rooms, he rents trailers. Yeah, oh, I know that Dragon Jim. That was her shirt. That was his mother's shirt. He's already wore pretty close a lot of her clothing. You know, 6 months before she passed on, people, she kept having underwear disappearing. Me and my wife and her went to Walmart's and I bought her 12 brand new pair, brand spanking new. She took them home. They were there maybe a week and they all disappeared. So we went out and bought her 10 more. It wasn't a week and a half later, they were almost all gone. Where in the hell did that old lady's underwear go? I mean, I'm not till today, right now, I still do not know what happened to her underwear. People, there wasn't nobody around here big enough to fit in her underwear that went to her house. I mean, the only people that ever went to her house would have been Jim and Millie. Millie wouldn't fit in them. My wife, my my wife wouldn't even wear what I call parachute underwear. Big old bloomers is what Miss Alice liked. My wife don't wear them kind. She likes them G-string kind of thingies. Miss Mountain Mama, she ain't big enough to get in Alice's underwears. I mean, that's what I don't understand. Where did her underwear go when there's no one around her that would even fit them? You know, I could see if the neighbor girl was the exact same size as Alice or real close, and she went over and kind of stole a couple from her. We'd all be pissed or something, but it gives me an idea who took them. This gives me no idea but Von Hilton. There ain't no neighbor boys. The neighbor boy is Uncle Jim. He sure don't want Alice's panties. See, there's a lot of shit Von Hilton don't know, people. Do you know why Miss Alice was attached to Uncle Little Jim? Do you know why Little Jim is attached to Miss Alice? Because little Irvy wasn't born yet. Glinda was just, becoming a little girl. And when there was a boy in the family was born, which is my, Uncle Little Jim, Miss Alice was always around the family. She loved her family, and she took to the likings of Uncle Little Jim. She treated Uncle Little Jim like her own kid. He needed something, she'd help him. That's how Miss Alice was. So, and then she finally ended up got pregnant, and she did have Irvy. Well, hell, little Jim's what, 10 years older than Irvy? I'm older than that. I think they're about 10 or 11 years apart somewhere. I don't know. I don't keep in mind how old Uncle Jim is. And I can get in that book over there and I'll tell you exactly how old he is. Tell you his birthday and all. Rubber, there is no court papers, no nothing. I've never heard from the judge or the courts or nobody. No eviction notices, no money given back, no. He ain't went nowhere. How can he do anything? Well, Jay, if you've seen him that way, all the power to you, buddy. Well, hell, I don't want the underwear back. She's passed on. I don't need it. My wife don't wear them. I don't need no parachutes. Good morning. Yes, he does, Rubber. Yep, the underwear are gone just like the jars of money. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything that could be smaller than Odita. Okay, I don't know, AC. I've never looked it up. Yeah, they'd be smaller than us because we're 400. Right, we got 400. Well, that's 400 within a 10-mile radius. If you count what's just in the city of Oneida, we might be a little bit, see, but then you'd have to count the school too. We have a private school here that probably houses 150, 200 kids. They have their own sleeping quarters, their own lunch rooms. I mean, it's a private school. It's Oneida Baptist Institute. OBI is what we call it. We use the letters, but it's Oneida Baptist Institute. Yeah, it definitely wasn't his looks or his charm, was it, Prime or Adam? Honey? looked up Oneida Baptist Institute. The original guy was a Aren't Baptists. They're funny. They got no instruments or heat on or paint. They just sing and sweat in the church. Okay. Yeah, all I know is it's a public or a private schooling, so and they do help out a lot. They give us a lot of food. They put out a lot of food. That's why I couldn't understand why Von Hilton would even be hungry. I mean, I went over there and got 10, 12, 15 gallons of milk at one time, couple hundred bags of potato chips, donuts, chocolate donuts to last me a year. I mean, hell, they've even given furniture away before. I heard he was a pretty good guy, AC, to be honest. I don't know. We'd have to talk to Ronnie Ray and Uncle Jim about that, of what kind of person Big Irvy was. I really never met him. He was already passed away once I got here, and I did help his wife remove all his stuff out of that brick home and put it in her garage. Then something about somebody needed the garage, so they cleaned the garage out and bought a little shed and put all that stuff in that shed. So has anyone seen J Dubs lately? Is he on his way here or what? Hell, I even send him money to come on down. Yeah. It's like I told Miss Alice, Miss Alice didn't throw anything away, people. She would keep everything. I mean, there's clothing that Big Irvy wore that I wouldn't wear because it's out of style. I mean, that's what the 1910s, 20s, 30s, 40s people wore. This is 2020. We 2024. You know what I mean? We wear colors. We like style. We have designs that we like. Back then, they had all kinds of different designs too, but I wasn't into them. I didn't know nobody into them, not even Von Hilton. But then I did see Von Hilton wearing one of his dad's shirt a while back. Okay, I don't know. Does that say? Is that what it says? He came from Indiana. I never even looked. Well, I think they knew he was a disappointment when they had to bring him back home and still take care of him after he turned 25, 30 years old, and they're bailing him out from child support, bailing him out for the school, bailing him out from the fucking Marines or the Army. I mean, they bailed him out all his whole damn life. 5-year-old Big Irby is in Cray Orchard, Kentucky. She did. She wanted to make him get better. She wanted him to, work and get his life together. I got videos proving it, people. She's saying it to herself. That's the one thing problem with that old timers and that dementia, people. She literally would sit in her house by herself and be talking away to herself. No one there. She's not on the phone. She ain't talking to the TV set. Nobody's there. And she's sitting there talking away. I got videos. I know. She didn't put no effort, but she paid all the bills. Vaughn, I'll make you a deal. You show me a rent receipt. You show me a rent receipt from any place that you have ever rented, and I'll give you $1,000. It can't have your mommy's name on it, though, little bitch. You ain't gonna forge your mom's name and try it, because it ain't gonna work. I know you're a scam artist, little motherfucker. You guys are all family. And do I got proof that I paid rent? Yes, I do. I do have my rent receipts. I did dig them. Well, I'm sorry. Let me take that back, because I don't want to lie. My wife dug them out. And like I said, for every rent, because Vaughn says I ain't paid rent since the day I moved in. So, if I can prove that I have paid rent one time, Von Hilton, if I show you a rent receipt with your mama's signature on it, that means I take a property. Every rent receipt I have, I get to take a property. Sound right? Since you want to talk shit, I'll talk the shit. Every receipt I have with your mother's signature on it, I get to take one of your houses. And I'm starting with your mother's. Ha ha ha. And guess what? You ain't moving in none of them, because they're all 5 going to be mine, because I got 5 receipts. I got over 10 receipts, Von Hilton. Hello. As I tell everyone, smell the coffee, because Mr. Frost, I do smell my coffee. Ma! You're going to be late on your shot. Morning, Moon. I just don't want you to run late on that shot, dear. Now, are you going to start chili this morning, or are you just going to do something quick and easy for dinner? Yeah, all right, I'll be here. I'm going to do a little more time still. It's only been almost an hour. I usually do at least 2 hours. Why does Todd only send money to J Dubs and not Vaughn? J-Dub says, no idea, Toby. I never even knew Todd was sending him money, so like I said, I get on here and I learn something new every day myself. You getting up? It don't sound like it. Hello? Honey, John Cena's here. Come on, please. Let's get your shot in you. Let's get this morning started. I love you, and like I said, you can take a nap after you get the chili going and get your shot and eat and maybe give me some more mud. You can lay back down. Do the chili in the crock pot and put it on low heat. I'd use the small crock pot though. Does he really? Yeah, my wife would love that. AC says John Cena lives by him. Yeah. Yeah, she likes a couple wrestlers. John Cena, Shawn Michaels. Yeah, I will when I see it, if we can. We don't go out to the movies much. I even thought about that. But there ain't enough people out here. What kind of job could I do that quick, easy, make some money? Most jobs you got to invest in money to get money, or businesses, should I say. But, like out here, they used to have one, but it ain't in service no more. It's like 35 years old. They don't even use it no more. But I thought something like a drive-in theater. I know a lot of you guys go to them theaters that you go inside and you get your popcorn and your drinks and you go sit down in a seat there. But when you go into them places, you can't smoke your cigarettes. You can't smoke, well, you can, but you get caught, they throw you out. You can't smoke your weed because if you get caught, you get thrown out. I like to go to the drive-in theaters, the movies where I'm sitting in my car and I can sit there and smoke a joint, a cigarette, drink a bottle of Jack, and still watch my movie. And you would think they make good money. I mean, your best time is going to be the weekends, of course. I mean, and you could take Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off. Just run it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Maybe Sunday if you got a special or something. What are you gonna go there for, Toby? Oh well, yeah, if that works too. I believe the United States will end up letting us start getting more freedom with it. I mean, in the last 10, 15, 20 years, how many states has legalized it? How many states is making a killing off of it right now? Well, they have some in Toledo. There is one up here in Boonville, but it looks like it's been closed for over 30 something years. The screen is a concrete wall. That tells you how old it is. It don't even have a regular screen. It was a concrete wall. One of these days, I might look up the history on it and see what it says. When it was put in there and all. But I mean, you know, I don't know. Say you charge a car $5 a car and you're doing what, 20, 30, 40 cars a night? Let's say you get 40 cars in there at $5. And I'll just say five. I mean, I know things has went up, so you could raise it, but at $5, 40, 80, that's 200 or 2,000 or I don't, yeah, something like that. And then you sell pop and popcorn and candy bars and the session stand. We really never had no problems with the bugs when we went. But man, I ain't been to a drive-in theater in very, very long time. I was still a kid. I mean, I still remember where my dad he had a station wagon and he put a little mattress in the back where we can lay on the mattress, take the tailgate down and watch the movie. Him and mom would get out and throw a blanket down on the ground and lay on the ground and watch it. He probably did. Don't ask him. He'll tell you he did. No, I don't remember using green bacon straps for entry. When you said them green bacon stamps, I remember when they used to have these books that they had these little green stamps that you collected and you had to put them in the book and you can turn them in to get more food or get discounts on food or get, little certain merchandises. Yeah, yeah, I remember them little green little things. Yep. Oh, you can go to the movies on them tickets too. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember it all, but I was a kid. I remember running up to the concession stands and getting sodas and popcorn, and I have to wonder if I can find my car once I went back outside. Yeah, green bacon is not accepted here. I'm 42, and there were three piggy wiggies in a block. Yeah, I kind of believe that too. I mean, they don't split them up or whatever like they should. Yeah, I never knew what a piggly wiggly was until I moved to Florida. Now my wife's in there laughing because of the name of the store. Oh, did you? And where? Arkansas, probably. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like I used to collect them Marlboro coupons for Marlboros. Buy a pack of Marlboros, you take them little 2-point things off of them. Boy, I got a lot of stuff from Marlboro that year. I got 2 or 3 of their lighters, couple of their camping stove, their sleeping bags, couple of the hat, a lot of their hats. I was looking at coins that are up for sale and coins that are worth money right now. Right now, there's a coin out there worth a pretty penny. That matters what you call a pretty penny. Couple $1,000 to me is good. For a $1 coin and it's worth $2,000-3,000, that's pretty good to me. Would I turn it in? Probably not. I think I'd leave it alone. I'd leave it enclosed. I mean, I wouldn't touch it until I needed it. And I mean, really needed it. I'd have to be almost dead or starving before I broke it open and tried to sell it. The one I was talking about is the one that came in the Cheerios box a few years back. I think it was in 2000. So it'd be 23 years old right now. Oh, yeah, value falls on everything unless you don't open it. If you do not open it and you don't put no fingerprints on it and no dust, no dirt, no nothing, it's clean, it's beautiful, it's going to still keep its value. It matters what it is. If it's a coin, it will keep its value and keep climbing. Coins are very worth a lot of money. Well, back to the coin. I mean, that coin that I'm talking about, you guys probably paid $2 for the box of cereal and got the dollar coin in it. That dollar coin does not have a mint mark. It tells you it was made in 2000. It is the one with the Indian girl on it, or whatever, the Native American. And it looks just like the real dollars. They have the real dollars that look exactly like it. The only way you can tell the difference is the date, where it was printed at. If it was Denver Mint, the Pennsylvania Mint. This one won't have a mint mark. I bet you have some his Christmas trucks, don't you? I got some trucks of Jeff Gordon. I don't know if they're Christmas trucks. I do have his car with Santa Claus on it, and it's a Christmas bulb, brand new, still in the container, never had a dirt, dust, fingerprint, or nothing on it. Oh no, I don't have no fuel trucks. I have the trucks, the hauling trucks, the trucks that have been hauling his cars around. Don't get me wrong, Jeff Gordon is not the only one I collect. Yeah, but if they're already open, in my book, Toby, they're not worth much. If he's put his dirty, stinky, nasty fingers on them, they're not worth much. The only way they're going to be worth anything is if they're still in the box, never opened. That's how people like to buy stuff. Never opened. Will I ever open any of my Jeff Gordon stuff? I can't say yes. I can't say no. I can say one thing, though. If I ever get a chance to run into Mr. Jeff Gordon himself, I will take a black fine point black marker and I will take every one of his things that I got. I don't care if it's 2 garbage bags full. I will fill them garbage bags up and take it and have him sign everything. I will open up everything. He can sign it. I'll put it right back in the box and seal it back up. It makes it worth more. Did Miss Kitty leave? I ain't seen her say anything lately. She might be taking them kids to school. So, what's everybody up to on a Tuesday morning? Okay. Yeah, I ain't seen you talk to me in a minute, so I'll just make sure you're good. Thought maybe you stepped out. Yeah, I understand that. Just listening. I really don't talk much. I mean, I do, but I don't. I mean, I just can't wait till this whole situation's over and he's done with. He's pretty close to it now, people. He's already burning through that money like crazy. Then he's going to have to sell the properties. And he's going around telling everybody these properties are $50,000 a piece. There is no way in hell he's even going to get that. He's going to be lucky he gets 50,000 for the 3 run down houses. Mine in my book ain't worth more than $10,000. And that's not the house, that's the property. And it ain't even 1 acre. Hey, Von Hilton, you want to go on vacation with us? We leave tomorrow night. We're going to the Hawaiian Islands on your daddy's money. Then after we leave there, the wife's going to stop in Cuba or wherever she said she wanted to go with some of your mama's money. So yeah, we're spending all your money, Vaughn. We're having a blast. Hell, I'm going to buy Larry a new truck today too. Out of your dad's $2 million inheritance check, remember? I'm going to buy my son Larry a brand new green truck since I like green. Since I got a brand new red truck, why not buy him a brand new green truck, huh, people? Yeah, I know I am. And that's fucked up because he can lie to us and we're supposed to believe him. But when we lie to him, he believes us, people. You ever thought about that? I remember when he did Miss Parker, and Miss Parker was telling him, yeah, we paid her and this and that and everything. And he really believed her. That's how stupid he is. There's no common sense up there. To me, he's a basement child. And in life, we grow out of the basement. We come out of the basement, we go to the first floor, we go to the second floor, and we go to the third and fourth floors. Of course, the fourth floor is the high, rich, living good style, have a great job, have a great home, have a great everything. Trump, or what's that one guy that just bought or buying all these properties for $100 millions? I know Vaughn knows his name. He stays up on all that shit. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Well, if he is, he sure don't know how to use it, Marco. Because I've called him out and I know no karate. I know street fighting. I know how to win. I know how to lose. I know how to cheat, the wife says. Hey, Larry, will you put whatever contents information you share in your community tab so people can reach you? I don't understand that, and I kind of don't know how to do that yet, MC. I'm new. I'm 3 months in, and I'm scared to touch any buttons because I'm afraid I'm going to throw you guys off of here. I've been trying to figure out how to do the StreamYard and having visitors come and visit too, but it's kind of hard to get my 17-year-old to quit playing his game and come in here and show his dad something on this laptop. I personally hope he really does do what he says he was going to do. VONHELTON, that is, people. Because you know how he says that Uncle Jim put his hands up and said, one day this will all be mine. Uncle Jim didn't say that. VONHELTON said that. In the ending of that conversation, he says that I am going to sell everything because none of my neighbors and nobody around here likes me, so I'm getting out of Kentucky. As soon as everyone dies and it's all mine, I'm selling it all and I'm getting out of Kentucky. VONHELTON, go ahead and sell it all. Get the fuck out of Kentucky. Go back to Ohio. Go to Arkansas. Go wherever the fuck you want. Leave Kentucky and don't come back, please. Toby, I don't speak Spanish or whatever that is. Okay, well, yeah, I've no idea. To me, it's just a bunch of lines. Toby, this is a U.S. station. Please talk U.S. 90% of us are Americans here. Have a great day to yourself. Don't work too hard, but make that money. Just checking, but Avon hasn't brought the renters up to code, has he? Well, I wouldn't call him Avon. No, Vaughn don't do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. He's too lazy to even. The only time he leaves his trailer is to go get food and right back to the trailer, because he knows if certain people find him, catch him on the streets, his ass is grass, and they are the lawnmowers. Yeah, you're probably right, Todd. I just wild guess, and it matters what you call American. Yeah, once I really looked at it, I kind of understood it. No, my water's not off. I can prove that to you. Two, my water does go off. I got a creek right there that I can go steal water from to flush my toilets. My wife has 4 gallons of water in the laundry room, and there is at least 10 gallons of water on our back porch for coffee, drinking purposes, anything we need it for. And if we get low and we still don't got our water lines fixed, I can drive about a block and a half, 2 blocks, almost to town, and there is a stream that comes out of the mountain, fresh water. Better than what the city's pumping out to us. I know, Larry. I was just wondering because he keeps on saying that you have rent, and I know that you have. I've been putting it like your support to be in a side account because of not being up to code. Yeah, exactly. It's not up to code. Because they're not on the same lines, and they know Miss Alice owns different properties. Yeah, the aliens could mess with my mountain spring water, but then I'm hoping that my God is protecting me and He takes care of me. If not, I'm on my way. Because as everyone knows, as yesterday, I ain't afraid of dying. I know my destination. I will enter. I don't know if I'm going to enter the pearly gates of heaven, but I am definitely going there. And that's all I care about. I figured I'll just roll me a big fat joint and get up there, and me and Jesus will sit down and smoke us a big fat fucking joint and talk about my life. And I don't think my wife liked I said that me and Jesus is going to sit down and smoke one either. My one God is definitely more powerful than any of his gods all put together. How good's your well water, though, Kitty? I mean, I've had well water that was pretty good, but I've also had well water that was. Blech. I said Miss Kitty, so you know who's coming.
Hello, kitty, kitty. Hi, Miss Kitty. How you doing?
I'm surprised she didn't throw hearts at you already.
Just give her time. Let
Yeah,
her.
you see, that's her name right there at the bottom there.
Uh-huh.
She was the last one that was talking to me. She see she's doing well water, honey.
Oh, yeah.
They get their wet water out of the the ground.
Yeah.
You got no water, frozen pipes. Yeah, that sucks, Richard.
My heart.
All I can tell you, Richard, is go to right where it comes out of your ground at, and it's going towards Usually, when it comes in, it'll come in, and it will shoot towards your hot water tank, and the other one will start running through the house. The code will go through the house, but you will have one pipe that will run to your hot water tank. That's code.
I just want to say hi to you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you later.
I'm doing pretty good there, Cream.
Peace out, people.
I'm doing pretty good. Yep.
See, I told you to give her a minute. She put the hearts up there.
Yeah. We ain't gonna do without water. My water stops. My water freezes up. It gets fixed quick.
Hey, what you doing, my baby girl? What you doing? What you doing, baby girl? Yeah.
Yeah, we did without water for 3 days, people. I know.
Hey.
And then we did it around Christmas. It was Christmas morning, Christmas Eve. And I had to find someone to come over here and get up under my house and get my water on. Yeah, I know, Toby. We didn't know it was going to get that cold, so we didn't turn it on. So we spent the next 3 days with blow dryers and propane, whatever, like torpedo things, and put one up under the house. And we took the air dryer, and we got up under there and just started hitting the pipes with it. And it got 3 days. We finally got them thawed. That's what I thought. If we're going to stay any longer, we're going to put that rope wiring around it where if it's getting cold, you plug it in, it keeps your pipes hot all night. Yeah, no water sucks in all different kinds of ways. That means when you wake up and there's no water, that means you ain't getting no morning coffee, no shower. And when you make that morning drop, it's got to sit there until you get water in it. Yeah, Kitty, they don't wrap their pipes or anything. Like I said, we barely ever get any snow. We barely ever get up under 30 degrees. Up north, yeah, we used to make sure they were wrapped. They'd wrap them and put styrofoam or some other this rubber stuff across them and everything. I mean, I told my cousin yesterday that somebody told me they'd rent me a place up in Michigan. He's like, "You moving? You moving? I'll come and help you move." I was like, "No, I'm not going to Michigan, buddy." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anything that gets hot, anything that'll make them pipes get hot, especially if they're copper. I guess I'm asking if it's all his word and he ain't got nothing but whatever that's supposed to say. Yeah, see, I don't know 4 acres. I've never tried it that way, so once you get it out, all out, baby, let me know what you got. That way we make sure it's worth even making chili tonight. Oh, okay. Did we have enough beans and tomatoes and all that? Okay, so all you gotta do is fry the hamburger and drop it? Okay, just want to make sure. Because the longer chili cooks, the better. And yeah, you want to put a couple packs of chili powder in it. We should have the packages. If not, use one of the seasoning ones. He steals all his stories from everybody, anybody and everybody. The other day we were all talking, what show can we put him on? No, 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 no. We don't. I mean, don't put me wrong. I have had meals come out of the TV dinners, coming out of them microwaves. Once in a great while when she don't feel like cooking. Or, mainly us, we like eating like bologna sandwiches, ham sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, chicken breast sandwiches. So that means you just had it a couple days ago, huh, Kitty? Yeah, I like chili. I like a lot of foods, though. But I like it meaty. It's got to have some meat in it. It can't be, skimpy on your meat. And that's no matter what it is. Yeah, we'll have chili tonight for dinner, and we'll probably take the rest of it, put it in them freezer bags, seal them tight, and drop them. No matters how much she makes. No, she says she ain't making much, so it's probably just enough for dinner. Yeah, we don't use the bell peppers. Onions, it's so weird because, I ain't got no teeth, so my onions, she'll saute them in a little bit of butter in a pan, and she'll cook down the mushrooms and the onions before they're even dropped in it. Yes. Yeah, that's the best way is them dry beans, but she's just going to use the canned ones right now. The red kidney beans, the light red kidney beans. And then they got a couple cans that says, chili beans right on it. Morning, Maggie. A little bit of butter. Yeah, I can't use a lot of butter because it's fattening.
Hey, don't tear that up, woman.
And prior, I was wondering if anyone else ever said the bones or the pickle jars and so forth. Okay. Well, my doctor told me to cut back on it. But my doctor wants me to cut back on everything. He's personally said no beef. And he says if I have to boil it. And then I looked at him and said, have you ever tried a boiled hamburger there, Doc? You live on meat and butter. Yeah, and that's me too. Not the butter, but the meat. That's why Golden Corral didn't like me. That's why Kentucky Fried Chicken didn't like me. Yeah, that's what I do need to eat. And I do like cabbage, so. When I was growing up, people, my dad used to call it pigs in the blanket, is what we were going to have for dinner. And when he made it, it was in a pan, it was in the oven, and it was rolled in cabbage, and it was hamburger and rice and onions and a bunch of stuff. And I always liked it, I always wanted it. I got down here and I called it pigs in the blanket, and I was like, man, I got to make pigs in the blanket this month. And the only problem is it's a little expensive. Hamburgers pretty expensive. My friend looked at me and says, what do you mean? I was like, hamburgers expensive to make pigs in the blanket this month. Pigs in the blanket's cheap. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, down here, pigs in the blanket is a hot dog with them cordescent rolls or biscuits. Croissants, they call them, the wife says. You wrap one of them around a hot dog and they call that, pig in the blanket. Me, a pig in, and they call cabbage rolls. So, yeah, I do like cabbage. Yeah. Gas City, huh, Toby? So now I just call them cabbage rolls. I love cabbage rolls. When I was a kid, I grew up having breakfast, lunches, and dinner. When I became a teenager and adult, it was just dinners. I didn't have breakfasts. I didn't have lunches. My breakfast was a fat joint, a cup of coffee, and on the roof. Unless I was working at the restaurant, and then, sometimes I might eat lunch if I was starving, but usually I waited to the end of the shift and then I might eat something. Pigs in a grill. Pigs in a griddle are sausage wrapped in bacon here. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people got a lot of different names for a lot of different foods. I mean, they be the same food, but people call it different. It's like up north they call pop pop. Down here they call it soda. Hold on here. Oh, didn't worry about it later. I just wanted to confirm some things I suspected for a long time. You know what's really good? Chip in regards to chili. It is to try adding a little sesame oil. Yeah, I've never added the sesame oil, but I have took them corn chips and dropped in chili. When I make my taco salads for the family reunions, I buy 2 or 3 bags of different kinds of Doritos and drop them in there. And I mean, I never ever brought any leftovers home from the family reunion, and we made 3, 4 pans of the stuff every time we went to the family reunion. Nope, I doubt it. 4 acres. That he might have stole it. He might have took it in his house because I didn't pay attention. I was paying attention to all the family members that were there, getting to know them all.
You guys make too much noise. Stop it.
I just answered that. I says, I doubt it. He ain't been to a doctor in over 35 years. I don't think he's ever been to a doctor down here. Yeah, he might do it himself. Yeah, that's probably what's happening there, 4 acres. J Dubs is checking it for him. Vaughn just zooms it right on in. Did you take that shot? Yeah. You know them things you found at the bottom of the freezer yesterday? I could use one of them for breakfast this morning.
Okay.
They would go good with my coffee. We got so much stuff in our freezer, people, we don't even know what's in there anymore. I have a regular freezer that's with the refrigerator. Of course, there's freezers are on refrigerators. And we have 2 deep freezers. Maggie Dow, that's what I heard is supposed to happen. He's moving down to the single wide and he's going to cut Von Hilton's grass. So Von Hilton's going to have the same problem that I had when I was running everything. Somebody getting $3,600 a year for cutting the grass. That's kind of high when it only cost me about $2,000 a year to have the grass cut. Sometimes not even that. No, they're both white. Me personally, I don't care what color they are. They were cheap, they work, and my food is in there staying frozen. Coffee cakes, cinnamon flavor, Little Debbie's. Wife found a whole case of them sitting down in the bottom of the freezer. Oh, I know he should be, Maggie, especially when he's got a 0-turn lawnmower. But that's too much work for him. Yeah, that package I just showed you, we probably got about 30, 35 of them down at the bottom of the freezer. There's a whole case of them sitting down there. Tell you the truth, she goes into that other one and goes to the bottom. She'll find out it's got like 10 or 15 bags of candy down there. Hershey Kisses. They got the marshmallow ones are down there. The chocolate ones are down there. They're okay. I mean, they're not the best. They ain't what I prefer, but they work. I'm not going to go hungry. Me personally, I'd like to have me a nice big fat breakfast. Fried potatoes and eggs and maybe a little bit of biscuits and gravy. Couple sausage patties. See, now you guys going to get me hungry. Let me shut up. Yeah, I think if everything goes right, I think this summer I'm going to go out and buy me a griddle. One of the outside griddles. We got a barbecue grill outside. It runs off propane. But I want a griddle one that's outside. Like my Uncle Little Jim. He's got a nice one. His a little small, but he don't need nothing big. Well, really, I don't need nothing big neither, but I have a question. I've never really tried it. Can you fry potatoes and onions and throw them in the freezer after you've cooked them and seal them airtight? Can you throw them back in the freezer? Will they last, or do they got a funny taste when they come back out? I don't know. I've never tried to freeze them after I've cooked them. But I'm thinking about cooking like 20, 30 pounds at one time and just, a couple bags of onions and a 50-pound bag of potatoes and just doing it all. And making little meals, seal meal packages, and dropping them in my freezer. So when I want it, I can just open the package, warm it up in the microwave, and they're ready. Yeah, I bought one of them Sela meals 2 years ago, and I still ain't even used it. Paid $30 for it, and Bass Pro had it for $279. Cabela's had it for $239 or something like that. I paid $30. Brand new, still in the box, never even opened the box. Morning, Jeffrey. Yeah, I love cooking outside too. As long as it ain't real hot. I don't like to be out there cooking when it's 75, 85, 90, 100 degrees. No, I like it like 60s. 50s and 60s work real good for me. Honey, are you done eating? You took your shot and ate, though, right? When you get time, will you warm up my mud? Because it's got cold. I know, drink it faster and it won't. Boy, time's flying by pretty quick today. I've been on here almost 2 hours already. Two cups of coffee, 4 or 5 cigarettes, morning painkiller. Keep the heat high. You mean when I'm frying them? Yeah. Well, I like them brown. I like them, Yeah, Nate only comes in once or twice a week if I'm lucky. He used to come in every day, but his wife got tired of seeing my bare shoulder. She couldn't handle it, so he's been kind of staying off of here. He don't want his wife getting turned on. I mean, like my neighbors, last year they brought me a whole truckload of corn on the cob. And I ain't got teeth. I could have took a bunch of it and canned it and everything, but we didn't. But he brought some potatoes down and we took probably, I don't know, 10, 15 of them. I could have took as many as I wanted. He offered me the whole truck and I was like, buddy, I couldn't use them. Because I didn't want to sit there and peel them all day and fry them all day and then have to drop them in the freezers. That's a good thing about living here in the country and in the backwoods of the country and knowing your neighbors. And a lot of your neighbors have gardens going. A lot of your neighbors have animals, like chickens and pigs and cows. And, you can always do some kind of bargaining and trading and everything with them. And, like my neighbors down the road here, the man with the potatoes and the corn, he grows so much, he gives it to all his family. And then he gives it to all the neighbors coming up the road too, which is great. I mean, he loves it. This is the 85-year-old man that built a 2-bedroom home by himself. He didn't have no son come over and help him. He didn't have a neighbor help him. And I kicked myself in the ASS for not recording it, filming it. It took him about 6.5 months, but he did it on his own. Oh, I will definitely watch that, Toby, because I love that movie. Show. Not a movie, it's a show. He says how he has all that money and wants to stay in the Appalachians. Yeah, I mean, it's peace and quiet. It's a whole different world compared to what, a lot of you guys are used to. A lot of you guys know. The transformation, I can't even say the word.
Transformation.
The transformation
Yeah.
is a killer. I mean, you go from 60 miles an hour to 10 miles an hour when you move here.
You want some more coffee, or you just want me to warm
You
it
can
up?
add it more if you want, or just warm it up. I'd probably say add more and warm it.
Okay. The damn cat made me kick her, and my foot's hurting now. Bitch.
Well, we like to make sure we help each other, Maggie. I personally would not want to be letting a family starve if I didn't have to. If I got a couple hundred ears of corn and I can help my neighbors, I'd be glad to help. Yeah, there you go. Vaughn's offering 36 dead puppies for a young bride. Will I ask Solar Mercer to help feed my kids? No. My kids are my responsibility, period. I won't even ask him for dog food to feed my dog like Vaughn. My dogs are taken care of. Yep, wake up tomorrow morning and be sitting on the Hawaiian Islands. I think we were talking about maybe taking a cruise line from there. Spend some more of Alice's money. And I'm glad them jars were full. I just hope when I'm over in Hawaii, they don't notice that I'm handing them $1,000 bills. They might want my name. My name's James VONHELTON, people. I'll have to register at the hotel room as that when I get over there, huh? VONHELTON, I know you know how to lie because you've been lying all your whole fucking life. So I ain't worried about you because you just talk a lot of shit and can't do shit. You say you're going to evict me on January 1st. I didn't receive no papers. I received nothing from you. Never even heard from you since you took over. Don't you think you should go to all your properties that you're supposed to be taking care of and knock on the door and talk to your renters? Did you come and talk to me or my wife? No. Did you try to come over here to collect rent? No. The only thing you did is got on YouTube and said that you were going to evict me on January 1st because I ain't paid rent. I got rent receipts. Do you got proof that I did not pay rent, Vaughn? I got proof that I paid it. And guess what? Every rent receipt I have, I'm taking one of your fucking properties. Welcome to the lawsuit, bitch. I stole $2 million from your father's life insurance policy. Sorry, $29,897 exactly. No cents. Just like their son, no cents. You have no sense at all. Your daddy was not worth $2 million. The fucking company your dad worked for was never worth $2 million. And that's a door factory. For house doors, not no fucking car door. House doors. Something that every house in America needs. Every house in the world needs. And it wasn't worth $2 million. How much was your mom's nursing homes worth, Vaughn? I know what she got for them. Just a little over $700,000 in cash. But you're saying she's worth $100 million. She started buying $1,000 savings bonds at how old? 7? Yeah? Where'd she get the money? You tell me where a 7-year-old got $1,000 bill, or got $1,000 to get $1,000 bill. Because there ain't no way your mom had $1,000 bill at 7 years old, because your mommy was starving at 7 years old. Hello? Don't you know how many brothers and sisters she has? Don't you know what her mommy and daddy did for a living? I do. Vaughn, you're supposed to know everything. You don't know shit. And the shit you do know ain't going to help you in life. You need to learn the shit that's going to help you, not fuck you up. Duh. Yeah. Every time a bedpan was cleaned, 35 cents went to Alice worldwide. Yeah. And it's all sitting in the bank waiting on Von Hilton. Keep the cash and throw a troll party. Yeah, that's it. Keep your cash and throw a troll party. You know, everyone keeps asking me, is he a karate expert? Is he? I don't know, buddy. He sure backs it down away from me. I've been nose to nose with him, right dead in front of his mother. And I told him the only thing that was saving his ass from taking a beating right there, right then, was his mother. One day, she's not going to protect you. Guess what? The time has come. There's nobody to protect him anymore. He is open game. That's like fucking watching a deer grow up until the perfect time and then you take it out. Yeah, I don't think so, Brian. Because I'm gonna tell you about it. My daddy didn't teach me no foo. When he gets in target range, he gets close enough to me. I'm gonna break the leg. I'm gonna hit him between his two little BDO eyes, and both of his eyes are gonna water. They are gonna turn black and blue. Within 2 minutes, he won't even be able to see out either one of them. Good morning, cuz. So I don't care if he's a 20-degree black belt. He better be able to fucking fight me blind. Because when this hits him between the eyes, nope. Eyes are black. It probably will explode. I agree there too, Maggie, but I'm going to hit him so fucking hard that both of his eyes are going to swell and close. And then I'm going to go over to that big fat oak tree sitting there at the park, and I'm going to sit down and bite my big fat painkiller up and wait for the ambulance to get there to pick him up. Because he ain't going to be able to go nowhere. He ain't going to be able to see nothing for at least a couple of weeks. Larry, honestly, you don't get up to get a second cup of mud. No, Todd, I have a wife. I'm not on a exercise diet like you. Good going, though, buddy. Proud of you. Keep going at it. I know you can do it. Did he really? Reese Pieces individually wrapped? Wow. You know the company's losing money there. Yeah, he could travel back in time there, Maggie. 4 acres, I'm just waiting for when I see him. I'm not going looking for it. I'm gonna let it come to me. And we live in a very small town. Sooner or later, me and him are gonna bump into each other at that dollar store or that gas station. Guaranteed. Long as I keep living in this area. And I'm not planning on moving out of this area if I don't have to. I'm moving out of this house, but not out of this area. I love the area. Peace, quiet. I'm not in a big city yet. Do we miss things in the city? Yes. I missed a lot of different restaurants. I missed a lot of different of the stores. Do I miss the traffic? No. Do I miss going to Kmart's and waiting 20 minutes to get out the line? No. I don't miss none of that. Well, I'm crippled myself and I'm special needs too. Need to whip his ass for running his mouth and saying I'm stealing money it ain't that I stole money. That didn't bother me. It bothered me when he said I stole money to send my son to college. When the whole world knows how my son went to college. Two, the day he said I killed his mother. I like snapping. I want to snap him. If anybody killed his mother, it was him. I mean, come on now. 94 years old. He says his mom didn't love him. How much love did he show his mom? Any of you got a video out there of Von Hilton giving his mom a hug? Any of you got a video out there saying, Mom, I love you? There's a video out there of him calling her a bitch. There's a video out there saying she don't know what she's talking about. And people, I'm not reading what you're saying, so I hope other people are checking it all out. She already got it, Todd. You're late.
From Germantown, KY. Come from Germantown, KY. Come from Germantown, KY.
Oh, I do too, Cream, but I can't personally talk about that because I still do not know what's going on with that case.
Come from Germantown, KY.
If anything. All I know is I was told to turn all my film pictures, everything that I've recorded for the last 2 years of being the executor of her estate, that, I am to take care of all bills, all properties. And I did what I was supposed to for 2 years. He says them cameras weren't allowed to be there. Oh, yes, them cameras couldn't be there. I'm power of attorney. Oh, yes, they can be there. I control it. My name was Alice Hilton Jr. I do what the hell I want as the estate carrier. Sorry, Vaughn. You better read the Kentucky laws. Boy, I read it. For a sixth grader, I could still read some words. This is the best bit. Yeah, we're all scared of him, 4 acres. Only problem, people, if something does happen to Von Hilton, they're going to come to me or Uncle Jim or Ronnie first. They would. They'd go to one of us three first and find out where we were, what we were doing. Do we have witnesses that we were there? And, the whole shooting scandal. Because I believe he probably has called the cops and told them that we're going to kill him. And you all know what I think about that. I don't want it to happen. I want to see him under the bridge. I want to see him living under the bridge, standing on the corner begging for money because he has no food, no roof over his head, no nothing, no kids. And I hope his kids ride around in Corvettes and wave high as they're going by their daddy. Yeah. Well, Uncle Jim's working on him himself. I don't think there's going to be much left after Uncle Jim gets done with him. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of the brute kind of guy. I like to solve my problems with my fist. That ain't just the wiring they destroy, Brian. They also destroy all the ductwork for the furnaces and the air conditioner. All that ductwork, yeah. His water pipes last year they broke, and we had to have them fixed. You know why they broke? Because the dogs were up under there fighting over something. So they bumped in to the water pipes and knocked them loose, broke them. Uncle Jim will be dead the way he's talking. Well, Uncle Jim's up in age. I think Uncle Jim's got quite a few more years to go. Von Helen, Uncle Jim's gonna outlive you because you ain't gonna be living long. There was. I don't know if he's still got it, if he's paying it or not. There should be another load of puppies soon. Yeah, it's getting close. But I don't think they're going to be midnight size. He lost his main breeder, midnight. I don't know. I know she had a couple puppies before she died. Did they die already, or every 63 days is a litter? Yeah, pretty close. Matters how many dogs you got. I mean, don't put me wrong, people. That Von Hilton, maybe that's what you should do. But first, you better get rid of all the mutts that you got. I'm sorry to tell you, they're all mutts. And get some real dogs, some good dogs, expensive dogs. That when you breed them, when them puppies come out, they're sold. Every one drops. As soon as it drops and you getting it cleaned up, it's sold. That's how you want to have dogs. You don't just have litters and let them sit around and die because you can't feed them. You have to have them a place to go. Have them for sale. If they're good dogs, don't tell me you can't sell dogs because I know a lot of people that sells dogs. My parents used to sell dogs. At least they tried. I mean, they did sell some Doberman pinchers before, so I can say they did sell dogs. Yeah, maybe. Hell, G man, he can find plenty of churches down here. That church that's across where Vaughn lives, that used to be Alice's. She gave it away. She donated it to the church. She donated it to the preacher. Yeah, the slugs are definitely safe. I like that, Maggie. You still here, cuz? I seen you peek in a minute ago. He must have came in and left on me. Yeah, I think I'm going to do some changing on my phones today, too, if I can get away with it. If I can get my 17-year-old away from his game. You know, I got a couple Facebook accounts. And I'm going to make one private where only family members can be there. And then I'm going to have an open one. And the open one, my family and friends will all be in it. You know, it's just like I was looking at it the other day and I was like, I got 4 or 5 of them in there. It's already passed away. They passed away 2 years ago. Do I keep them in there or do I delete them? I mean, I can't talk to them no more. We can say happy birthday on their pages when it's their time, or rest in peace, and from the day when they die or whatever. So a lot of people do keep them and keep putting posts out there. I got to decide if that's what I'm going to do or not. Yeah, after I get done here, I think that's what I'm going to go look for, because my old lady likes that. She laughed her butt off when she seen that. And somebody did a video a couple of days ago. I forgot who it was, maybe Seckler, and it was in it. So I'm going to try to go over there and I'm going to try to clip it where I can keep it in my little pictures where she can watch it when she wants to.
What'd you call me?
My dear.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
What do you think I said? I didn't call you no B word.
I didn't say you called me a B word. I thought you called me an old lady.
Baby, I didn't call you the old lady. You ain't old. I'm old. See, people, I'm always in trouble. I'm just a bad husband. Mean, hateful. Make her get my coffee every morning. I make her listen to me and get on here and say hi to you guys in the morning. And this thing's deader than a doornail. I think I have to roll another. I know you can hear me, dear. I ain't saying nothing bad. Today's Tuesday. There's nothing on TV tonight. I mean, there might be something that we've already seen before, but I didn't see nothing about something new coming on.
There ain't nothing new coming on.
Yeah, there's never nothing new.
I want them
except,
to put yellow
except February 5th. NASCAR.
Oh.
It's new because it's live. And we got the Super Bowl coming up pretty soon. Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. So what's everyone's plans for Tuesday? Any good plans? Anyone going anywhere? Probably not, because Tuesdays there's really not much happening. Go to work, come home, take care of your house duties and eat and go to bed. Say goodbye to Tuesday. I know most people go out and party Friday, Saturday nights, recuperate Sunday, and then Monday morning back to work. Chilling with the grandbabies. And that's a good thing. Yeah, we got to talk to the grandbabies last night ourselves. Well, some of them. One set. They had a birthday party going, so Grandpa and Grandma had to call them. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of people that does that, Toby, and that's a good thing. Yeah. Good thing about the grandbabies, though, once you get them spoiled rotten and all sugared up, you can send them home to their parents. I don't know. My boys were good. I had no problems with none of my boys. I mean, Jake's a little handful once he hit the teenagers, but as a kid, he was great. They all were. Yeah, we had one of the girls turning 6 years old yesterday, so we called her and wished her happy birthday and everything. Cool. Yeah, if I was rich and everything, I think that's what I'd want to do. I'd like build a house and then like put my kids' houses right alongside of mine. Put a couple houses on each side of me that all my kids live in, my grandkids live in. Put a little park out in the front of the yard for all the grandkids can go out there and play together. Sit in my rocking chair at 90 years old, smoking my painkillers, watching the grandkids play. That's what I'd do if I had that $2 million, Von Hilton. As you see, no, I'm still living in a dump piece of shit trailer that is owned by you, rent free. Yep, my next talk is NASCAR's coming up. Yep, February 5th. It's back to the tracks. I might have to see where I'm sitting somewhere when they get ready to come to Kentucky. Because I know we have a track here that they've been using, so I might try to go to it this year. Matters what time of the year it is and what my money situation is. J-Dub tells Vaughn to evict you, and Todd sends him money. Tell J-Dubs to come down and evict me, Vaughn Hilton. Tell Vaughn to come over here and evict me. Yeah, please. For one, he better be bringing the sheriff's department. He better have paid the $150 to fill the court paperwork out, and it better be signed by a judge. Or he better not be on my property. He better bring a piece of paper saying he owns the property too. And then I'm going to take it to the courts and tell the judge, hey, I'm not paying because my furnace ain't working right. I'm not paying because my central air's down. I'm not paying because he won't get me no gravel for my driveway. I'm not paying because he won't put no gutters on my house. I'm not paying because he won't get someone out here to clean my front yard up for me. Because that mountain slid down the mountain and in my front yard, so now my whole front yard's soaked in rocks. Little boulders. That would be a match to televise you and Ronnie Ray versus Stinky in the false. Yeah. Well, I don't know if Ronnie Ray's here, so I can't speak for Ronnie Ray. But I can say I probably wouldn't need his help. No, I don't, Maggie. Yeah, Brian, that was the video from our flood. That was my road. That was the side of my house. Our road was completely shut down. It took 8 or 10 truckloads of rock to come in here, just in my little area. And I'm talking 20-ton dump trucks full. If I get up and stick it out the window, I mean, I do have a video of the front yard. I'll just have to post it out on Facebook again. Yeah, Brian, we had boats ready in case we were going to be flooded out because we didn't know how high that water was going to end up coming. Did you see the tree that was laying there? That was in the flood. That come down the road. That tree wasn't there. Yeah, that was the river, not a road. Exactly. And it was worse. Should have seen it at town. I mean, literally, our carryout was underwater 3 foot. The registers were going underwater. Yeah, I'd put some trap. The only problem all it was rainwater. It ain't like there's any fish up in it. It'd been nice if the fish were up in it, but that's all the rainwater. It hit the mountains, come down the mountains, go down into the creeks, and the creeks go down to that little river, and that little river fills up so quick, it just drowned it, Oneida. I mean, there's at least 10 houses got ruined. The store got ruined. The car wash, I mean, it's used to getting wet, so can't do much damage unless it gets up into the machines. I think the pot machines got destroyed. I mean, this water was moving so fast, it picked up cars and put them down in the creeks. Von Hilton's lucky Lake Alice didn't break during that. Because I got a feeling that thing's going to let loose one of these times. I really do. And it's definitely going to cause some damage when that thing lets loose. Yeah, you're not going to stop that lake if it breaks through. I mean, I can't say how much water's in it. I'd probably say 20,000 gallons, maybe. Nobody. Well, I've been watching it. I've been watching it decay. Because when it was put in wrong. The person that did it did not know what they were doing. They tried. That's a good thing. They tried to do it, but they didn't do it right. They literally laid the concrete and then they stuck the rocks in it to try to make a waterfall coming down. Well, when they stuck that rock in that concrete, that made little holes, little gaps. After time, it washed it all away. It opened it up and broke the concrete. They literally needed the concrete to completely dry. Then put the rocks in. You wouldn't be able to put them in, you would put them on it. You would have used the concrete as a barrier and then used the rocks as the waterfall. Yeah, I guarantee you if that thing breaks, it's worse than it might even turn Vaughn's old trailer, that single wide, it might even make the whole where Vaughn's bedroom was, it might make that whole side of that trailer turn. It will move it, I guarantee you. It could put it in the creek. And I think it'll wash the whole road off right there too. Where it comes out of Lake Alice down into a little creek, then up under the road and into the river or the other bigger part of the creek. Because creeks go into bigger creeks go into the bigger creeks, and the bigger creeks go into the river. The river goes down to the Ohio or up to the Ohio River and flushes up into the Mississippi River, which we all know where the Mississippi River ends up going. He needs to take measures to make sure he will have an estate to care for them. Yes, that is what's wrong with my front yard right now, Roland. Is we had a big mudslide during that flooding zone thing when we had the floods, and it like literally washed up my whole front yard. They literally need to come in here with a bulldozer, take the whole top layer off, put another layer of dirt back in, and lay green grass in it. I'm hoping so, Brian. I am hoping so. Richard, that does not make sense at all. If he's freezing, he has a big problem, Richard. And it's called nothing up here. He has free, FREE, free natural gas. Do you think I would freeze if I had free natural gas? Hell no. I'd turn my stove on if my furnace ain't working because you need electricity. If that don't work, then I'll go out and buy me a damn wood burner that does run off natural gas and make sure I'm not freezing. When he was in the single wide, he let them dogs up under his trailer, which I told him not to. But he said, oh, it's rain and they need somewhere to go. They got your back porch, they got your front porch. Open the barn. That's what that barn's for. Animals. Nope, he let them go up under the house. They knocked all the ductwork off. They tore the ductwork all up. Guess what? There goes his heat. There goes his air conditioner, too. Yeah, the 7K funeral scam. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, exactly. He'll lie about anything to try to scam money. Yeah. Toby, I've never, ever, ever heard anybody say that besides him. Because I'm going to tell you, funeral home's going to take everybody's money. They want to bury these people. They don't want them bodies laying around for 6 months. Them funeral homes want to get them bodies in and out as fast as they can, because the faster they get your family member in there and out of there, they can run another one through there. And I'm telling you, funeral homes do that every single day. You know, Miss Alice was at the funeral home 3 days. There was four other funerals. There was four other people waiting to go through the funeral services. They had to wait until Alice was over before they can go to the next one. And they do two at a time. They're not a big company. They do two at a time, and they got some standing waiting. Brian, I'll give him 201, but he probably wouldn't take it from me. Sorry. Not I know it's well worth more than two. That's a $4,500 lawnmower all day long. And I think she paid a little more than that. I think she paid something like 48 cash. There wasn't no credit cards. There wasn't no bank loans. Cash. When Miss Alice bought something, she paid it in cash. I'll go 205 in a box of my boys' match. Oh, Vaughn probably take you up on that one, buddy. Yeah, he loves on match cars, so don't put me wrong. There are a couple match cars out there right now that are calling for pretty pennies, but they're not these new ones that are coming out. They're looking for them older ones. They're calling for the monies.
The coffee's getting cold.
I know, baby. I'm talking and letting my coffee get cold.
Yeah.
And then I complain that my coffee's cold, huh?
Yeah.
That's like I don't know yet. Fun. I know you're going to probably say I stole it for your mother, but everybody knows different. Remember, I told you guys I have a 1917 wheat bat penny? I watched the video last night, and they're paying $220 something right now a piece. I looked at my penny. It is the penny they're looking for. So now I gotta have it sent off and have it engraved, and they'll give it a little wiping or whatever and package it for me. So I'm gonna have it in whatever they call that. Have it checked, wiped down, and tell me what grade it is. Probably ain't gonna sell it. I'll leave it to one of my boys when I die.
You're never dying, so shut
Yeah,
up.
my wife says I'm never dying, so yeah. Well, there are some that are calling for good money right now. I mean, I was looking at. There's a lot of things that call for good money right now. Thought this channel, you never will die. Yeah. I mean, it's like I wish I had my sister's Miss Beasley doll. I mean, some of you guys are older people here, right? I mean, I don't know if you guys are under your 50s or over your 50s. There used to be a Miss Beasley doll that my sister used to own. They're paying $1,000 a piece for them right now. Original in the box, everything there, you know. Under barely, yeah. See, that's. Do you remember a Miss Beasley doll? The girls usually got them. I mean, I don't know if you got sisters or anything or cousins that were girls that were getting them. My sister, she had a Miss Beasley doll. She loved it. Hell, she wasn't but 8 years old, 10 years old somewhere when she used to have Miss Beasley. I remember the Miss Beasley doll. I mean, there's some toys out there that are worth money. I mean, I watched a 1909 Harley Davidson strap back or something like that they called it, strap back tanks. It went for almost $1 million the other day on that Barrett auctions. Can you imagine spending that kind of money on a motorcycle? But think of the motorcycle. I mean, to be honest, I don't think I'd ever ride it. I'd put it on a showroom floor or maybe ride it maybe into carnivals or not a carnival, but like parades or something, and then pack it back away when I'm done just to keep it runnable, keep it, going. Hell, it'd be hard to get parts or anything. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that might be worth something here in a few more years. G.I. Joe was pretty big, though. Did you take it out of the packages and play with it, or is it still all sealed and. Because if it was a gumball machine, it came in a box and it had plastic wrapped around the gumball machine itself. I'll tell you the truth, I don't remember if the gumballs even came in the machine. I thought they came in a plastic bag and you had to dump them in.
Call from wireless KY.
Yeah, I don't think, if you're talking about my motorcycle that I was talking about, I don't think it went that quick. We were lucky if we probably hit 20, 30 miles an hour back then.
Call from wireless KY. Call from wireless KY.
Honey, I cannot see them last four digits. That'd be cool. That would definitely be cool, Richard. Well, Big Larry's coming around to his 3 hour marker. 27 viewers, and I'm about ready to get my morning phone. We're all doing good, TLM. Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes I think of why didn't my grandfather buy a car and put it in the garage and cover it up and let it sit there for 60 something years and make it worth money? Well, when my grandfather bought that car, he drove that car because he needed that car. He wouldn't have bought it if he didn't need it. In the 1960s, they didn't buy toys and leave them in the boxes. They bought toys and let your kids open them and play with them, and they get destroyed. Like my stepdad always told me, and I could still say it today: Tonker toys, the Tonker trucks, they cannot be broke because they were steel.
You want to make a bet?
You want to make a bet? Yeah, we've went through them toys. Some can last, but some just don't last. It matters who your boys are. Hell, I thought my boys were old enough for remote control cars. They were like 8 and 10 years old. Oh yeah, they can handle a remote. Yeah. I think I gave $50 a piece for the remotes, two different cars, two different colors. One had his for 5 minutes and the other one had his for a whole minute and a half. It wouldn't turn the way he wanted to. He got mad. He walked over, picked it up, and threw it to the ground. That was the last $50 I spent on any gift for him. Now that they got them printing things out there in the world, you can literally almost make anything. You can almost have anything made. Hell, they're making plastic guns. The machines that make some plastic. My brother, he did a Freddy Krueger little statues about so big, painted them, colored them, everything. He was selling them. What do you call them? Little figurines or whatever. He does a lot of printing on shirts. He does it on hats, glassware. It's his, like you said, find a side job. And if your side job starts paying you better than your regular job, then put more time into your side job and let that regular job go. Well, people, she's already brought me breakfast. I've been sitting here waiting. I'm going to get off here. It's been 3 hours. I do need to eat my morning breakfast, and I've already took my pills this morning. I've already got my 420 in me. So it's definitely time to put breakfast down. So Big Larry's going to sign off here with 2 hours, 53 minutes, 24 viewers, 19 thumbs up. I did good on my thumbs up. Appreciate you, every one of you's coming today, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Peace out to all.